In this video, we're going to look at some of the life-changing benefits of a plant-based diet. Be sure to stick around to the end because I will share with you how a vegan diet can help save the planet. Hey, it's Naturally Company, your go-to destination for plant-based information. If you're new here, welcome, and make sure you hit the subscribe button. Now let's get into it. You may already know this, but a vegan is someone who eats only a plant-based diet, meaning no meat and or animal source products such as eggs, dairy, or honey. Eating a diet consisting of fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, legumes, and grains increases your vitamin intake and your nutrient intake, which of course has a positive impact on your health. More energy. Plant-based proteins such as those found in leafy greens, nuts, seeds, and legumes are easily digestible and packed with fiber, which is processed slowly throughout the day, keeping you energized. Simply put, when your body isn't using as much energy to digest and break down certain foods, you retain more energy. Increase fiber intake. Total amount of dietary fiber you should be consuming is 25 to 30 grams per day. And there is no fiber in meat, dairy, or sugar. It is only found in plant foods. Fiber is essential for digestive wellness and binding and removing excess cholesterol in the body. Not to mention, it helps control blood sugar levels and helps to maintain bowel health. Reduce your risk of heart disease. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, heart disease is the leading cause of death for men, women, and people of most racial and ethnic groups in the United States. Heart disease generally refers to the conditions that involve narrowed or blocked blood vessels that can lead to a heart attack or even a stroke. Eating a diet high in saturated fats, trans fats, and cholesterol has been known to lead to heart disease. As plaque builds up in the arteries, the insides begin to narrow, which lessens or it can even block the flow of blood. A plant-based diet is low in cholesterol and those saturated fatty acids that are linked to causing heart disease. Reduced inflammation. Inflammation is the body's immune system response to an irritant. It is the body's natural response to protect itself against harm. Chronic inflammation has been linked to several diseases such as diabetes, arthritis, and psoriasis, just to name a few. A whole foods plant-based diet is rich in anti-inflammatory components such as complex carbohydrates, antioxidants, and fiber. Reduce risk of type 2 diabetes. Vegans have a 50 to 70% lower risk of developing type 2 diabetes. Type 2 diabetes develops when the body becomes resistant to insulin. Basically, your body doesn't use insulin properly. Plant-based diets are high in fiber, which helps to control blood sugar levels, lowers insulin, and lowers cholesterol. By helping to slow the absorption of sugar and improve blood sugar levels, you reduce your risk of developing type 2 diabetes. Reduce risk of prostate, breast, and colon cancer. Remember earlier when I discussed heart disease as being the leading cause of death in the United States? Well, cancer happens to be the second leading cause of death. Dairy products, processed meat, refined sugar, and animal protein can promote the development of cancer. According to the American Institute for Cancer Research, in a large study compared to non-vegetarians, men following a vegan diet were 35% less likely to develop prostate cancer, and women following a vegan diet were at a lower risk of breast cancer, as well as eating a diet high in fiber, such as a plant-based diet, can reduce your risk of colon cancer. Skin, hair, and nail health. Well, it pretty much goes without being said that a whole foods plant-based diet could dramatically improve the health, look, and feel of your skin, hair, and nails. A vegan diet is free of the hormones which are commonly found in animal products, especially dairy. These hormones interfere with the skin's ability to retain water. Not to mention the amount of nutrients and vitamins consumed when on a plant-based diet is exactly what is needed to naturally revitalize your skin, hair, and nails. So those are just a few health benefits one can or may see when switching to a whole foods plant-based diet. Now, at the beginning of the video, I mentioned I would share with you how a vegan diet could help save the planet. Here are just a few statistics on animal agriculture. It takes more than 2,400 gallons of water to produce 1 pound of meat, as opposed to only 25 gallons of water needed to produce 1 pound of wheat. Only 5% of water consumed in the U.S. is by private homes, while 55% of water consumed in the U.S. is for animal agriculture. So that means that each day a person eats a vegan diet, they save 1,100 gallons of water, and not to mention you also save one animal's life. So now that you know a few life-changing benefits of eating a plant-based diet, I encourage you to share this video with a loved one. Also, be sure to comment down below and let us know if you've ever attempted to get into veganism, or if you're already a vegan and what health benefits you've noticed when switching to a whole foods plant-based diet. And I'll see you in the next video.